Well, still on Vancouver Island, it promises immersive wilderness expeditions that leave people inspired and empowered. But an American nonprofit's plans to use some BC Crown land for campsites has caused consternation among some island residents. The CBC's Kathryn Marlow has been digging into the debate and joins us. Kathryn, what is this company actually applying to do?
Yeah, so Dan, this is a company called, it's a nonprofit, in fact, called National Outdoor Leadership School, or NOLS, and they have applied for what's called a license of occupation. They apply through through the Ministry of Water, Land and Resource Stewardship, and it's to replace one that they've actually held since 2006 because they want to add more sites. Basically, it's an application that any commercial venture needs to make when they want to use Crown land. In this case, they would be using it to camp on. They've listed 77 parcels of Crown land, mostly on the island, where they say they would camp on kayaking trips as they make their way from Washington to Alaska. These are small pieces of land. Most are between about a ½ hectare and 2 hectares each. The biggest is about 4.6 hectares.
All right. Now, what has people, or at least some people on the island, concerned?
Yeah, so there are hundreds of social media posts and comments about this, Dan. A few folks are worried about specific sites where they live, on Lasqueti Island, for example, that there might be an environmental risk there. Others are concerned about the number of sites. It just feels like this is a lot, 77, and that maybe this would allow a U.S. organization to get a toehold in Canada, which is perhaps particularly concerning right now in the state of Canada-U.S. relations. But the organization says they won't use all 77 sites. They've basically got them on hand so that they can stop anywhere they need to as they're kayaking up, especially if there's a weather event. They also point out they won't be building any structures. There are also some posts, Dan, from people who are worried about military risk. Now, on its website, Knowles mentions that it does offer some training to military members, which in some posts seems to have been construed as the fact that they are closely tied to the military and will be training military people in BC. The organization spokesperson says that is not true. This is an alumni trip next summer that they're mostly planning. But whatever people think, the province is taking comments online until October 5th. It says it is also in early stages of consultation with First Nations. In addition to First Nations consultation that they say they're doing, as well as public comments, the province says they'll also consider environmental risk, things like wildfire pollution, and other possible risks while they make their decision.
Kathryn Marlow reporting. Thanks very much.